All right, folks, Mike here with the watch list video for Friday, February 9th. The SPY had a very narrow range today, but still kind of hanging out at all-time highs. I'm going to slide this over real quick. In case you're seeing my video for the first time, these are stocks I'll be watching for intraday long setups. Pause the video, by the way, if you want to read this whole thing. But basically, we focus on in-play stocks, but we day trade them, right? Between the bells, between the opening and closing bell, but we start with the daily charts and the stocks that are in play. So it's, even if you're an investor in our room, you can still come in and try to make some cash in between the bells in addition to investments, right? There's a joke in there somewhere where I say I don't even hold my wife overnight. So some nice stuff today, I thought. Let me talk about a couple of the posts in chat today. ON was on the watch list. Let me switch to 5-minute candles here. So this was the opening rally. It topped out at 78.47, I think, right here. Came back down. I said I liked it over the highs, but then liked it even more after it touched 50. When I have a top at 47, I'm probably going to wait for it to break the half anyway. So this was kind of cooler that it actually hit 78.50, right? Pulled back. So now I really love it over the half. I did get long right at the half break, and typically stop would be right there. So it was like 30 something cents below. Here's where I screwed this one up royally, and this, I normally don't do this. Sold some for about 40 cents, and I thought, well, since I've taken some off, I'm not going to lose on the rest. I'm going to put my stop at break even. So I got hit out here at break even, and then it ended up ripping. So very poorly traded, because when you take that entry, you want to get at least 1 hour. I would have thought that the first sell should have been at least at 79. But since I scalped some, it forced me, the way I'm wired, to tighten the stop on the rest. If I'd have just sat this out with my stop where it goes and let it do what it's going to do, really nice trade. So I screwed up the trade, but it was a good idea. Pretty nice move there, right? From 78.50, went up to 80.93 on, like I said, less than 50 cents risk. DWAC, if you were in chat, I mentioned it over this horizontal line right there. I thought if it broke 47, it might go boom, boom, knock down these catalysts, and then there's another one on the daily. It broke this first catalyst, came back down. I took the entry through 47. It didn't get through the high of day, but because the entry was right here, I just looked to the left and put my stop below the most recent low instead of the previous 5. So actually had a really nice move there. If you played that tight, you got stopped out. Even if that's the case, and I said this in chat, you should have been getting long again as it took out this lower high with the high of day. And again, you had stacked catalysts on the daily. So, and as I discovered after being in the trade, you had the whole Supreme Court thing going on today. And so you actually had headlines in your favor as well, which I didn't even realize when I took the trade. I just had DWAC on watch, right? So anyway, that was cool. NET, let me talk about that real quick. I hate mispronouncing names, but in chat, Rajan, I believe, Rajan or Rajan, I don't know, Raj for short. I could go into an office thing right now talking about Raj, Regis Philbin. Anyway, I'm going to guess it's Rajan. I don't know. Anyway, I'm very, very sorry. He's the nicest guy, just the nicest guy. I'm very sorry for butchering your name. Tomorrow, straighten me out on how to pronounce it, and I won't screw it up again. Anyway, 5-minute candles here. It's climbing, climbing, climbing. I posted that this was a really strong stock breaking out on the daily, and then he came up with the 15s buy zone idea, which is, you guys know, between the 20 and the 60, right in the middle there, which is right about where the 20 EMA is on 15-minute candles, but you don't have to switch to 15s. If you use that buy zone, you can see it on 5s. So somewhere around 87.55 probably, and it went up to 91.08, and the stop was probably about 60 cents risk. I love that 15s buy zone. I love that we've got more and more people posting it. And remember, it's got to meet all the parameters. It's got to be a strong stock, nice breakout on the daily in progress, right? Preferably day one of a breakout. And usually you'll get one visit to that 15s buy zone. It's exactly what happened there. All right, let's go into what we're watching for tomorrow. Okay, so let's rip through these. ARM ripped to all-time highs today. Closed well off its highs, but absolutely want to put that on watch for a follow-up day tomorrow. Same with Disney, DIS. not all-time highs, but big breakout there on earnings. ON, talked about the trade I had in this one today. It closed at the highs, and it's in it. Like I said, it's in a super strong sector, so that one goes on watch for a follow-through day. DWAC's got to stay on watch. It's been really good to us. CART, which is Instacart. I believe this is all of its trading ever. It's just chopping around sideways down here, but a little extra volume today. I am going to watch that one tomorrow. Carvana, CVNA, did break above that level I posted. I never did trade this one today, but again, strong close, a lot of shorts in the name. So we want to pay attention to that for a possible setup tomorrow. VKTX, nice cup and handle-ish, sort of a cup and handle breakout today. Maybe a follow-through day tomorrow. Remember, we only take a follow-through setup if it's an A-plus setup. We certainly don't ever want to chase. Ford, the letter F, had the big pop on earnings yesterday. Inside day today. I like that setup for a possible third day play. IBRX. Now you kind of have this little triangle here. I've been watching it ever since this day. So I like it over this 438, maybe over 440. We'll see if we get a setup in it. TSVT. I'm kind of flagging there after that big volume pop about a week ago. OI goes back on watch because of the inside day after the big pop. AEHR doesn't look like much, but it did have a little extra volume today and a nice move. Ugly daily, but maybe a follow-through day there. It's not going to cost us anything to have it on a chart. VNDA, I believe, had earnings today. Pretty nice move, but closing well off of its highs. Maybe we get a setup in that one tomorrow. GRRR, kind of putting in a flag after that big rip 4 sessions ago. MINM goes, it's still in that that area we like between the 8 and the 20. So it goes right back on bounce watch. And then lastly, NET, big breakout today, but it's actually not on watch because of that now. It would be anyway, but I didn't realize when I traded it today, or when I tried to trade this one today, that it had earnings after hours. And as I'm talking to you, it went to 115. It's trading at 105.50 right now. So definitely a gapper, well, probably a gapper in the morning, and we'll add that to the gap playlist. I've babbled long enough. I'll see everybody in the chat room in the morning.